Doing all right.
Good, good.
Good. All right, so today we're going to talk about digital integrity and being responsible online. We're going to explore online ethics, responsibilities, and honesty in our digital world. All right, so your learning objectives today are we're going to identify digital integrity and identify examples of ethical and unethical online behavior. We're going to evaluate online content for credibility and accuracy, and then we'll reflect on how your digital citizenship impacts others and yourself. Questions? No? Okay. So a couple words you know is disinformation. It's false information that's spread without intent to mislead. Then you got misinformation, which is false information that's spread regardless of the intent to mislead. And then we have plagiarism, which is someone using creative work without providing credit to themselves, for them. So if you use something that's not yours, you have to make sure you give them credit. Okay?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen misinformation or false content online?
Yes, especially recently
Yes.
with AI.
Often.
Is
Very often.
Mhm.
yeah.
Sometimes rare, and I would say yes, very often. Pretty much almost every day.
Yeah.
You're seeing something that's misleading or not true. So we have different types of fake news. There's a lie, which this type of news story is deliberately falsified to trick readers. For example, a false report about a celebrity's death is intentionally fabricated. Anybody else want to read the next one?
I can do it. Satire. This is an article meant to be humorous and is usually hard to believe in nature. The Onion is known for presenting satire content. The Onion? What's The Onion?
The Onion is so funny.
It's a website that makes weird stuff.
Wait, do you watch stuff from The
I
Onion?
haven't watched it, but I've read some of it before.
I watched The Onion, it's so funny.
Anybody else know about The Onion? What else they put on there? It's videos, right? And
Yeah,
they got
they do like
articles and
fake news articles, but it's supposed to be like parody, like for fun.
yeah.
Yeah, they're funny.
Anybody want to read the hoax?
Hoax. A hoax is sometimes hard to decipher from real news because it could be true. An example includes an article about a famous person whose rental car breaks down while driving through a small town. While it could be plausible, it usually is simply untrue.
Okay, propaganda. This type of information is meant to sway readers' opinions on something or make them want to take part in a cause. A news story about war that contains manipulated images intentionally meant to influence readers' views on violence is an example of propaganda.
Slate and bias. A slated or biased article may have some truth to it, but includes false information for a further cause. This type of article is usually created to fit an agenda or lack clear reporting, valid witnesses, and key. I guess the other part got cut off. Key witnesses, probably was going to say. So these are your 5 different types of fake news that you would see out there on the internet, on TV.
Propaganda is.
Alright, so online information. What made you realize it wasn't true? We're gonna watch this little video real quick. Hopefully the volume works.
What matters to post-university people? People who pick Post want an online education that works on their schedule, so they can get a degree that can help move their career forward without having to leave the people that matter most behind. Are you a Post
How to
person?
spot fake news.
Have you ever seen a story online that seemed so shocking or unbelievable that you just had to share it? Maybe you've read a headline that made you stop and think, wait, could this really be true? If you have, you're not alone. The internet is full of all kinds of information, but not all of it is true. In fact, some of it is completely completely made up or designed to mislead you. That's what we call fake news. Fake news is any kind of article, story, or report that presents false information as if it were real. It can range from completely made up stories to real events that are twisted or exaggerated to mislead people. Here are some reasons why fake news is often written: to grab your attention with shocking or sensational headlines, to spread rumors or incorrect information, to make people believe something that isn't true, or to cause emotional reactions like anger, fear, or excitement. But why do people create fake news in the first place? Sometimes it's to push a particular agenda or viewpoint, and other times it's simply for clicks, because more clicks often mean more money for advertisers. Whatever the reason, it's important to know how to recognize fake news when you see it. That way, you can avoid being tricked and help stop the spread of false information. Now here's the tricky part. Sometimes fake news can be really convincing. It might even look like it comes from a reliable source. So how do we tell the difference between what's real and what's fake? Let's go through some key strategies to help you spot fake news. Check the source. Is the story from a website you've heard of before? If it's a well-known trusted news site, it's more likely to be real. But if it's from a website you've never heard of, or if the website has a history of publishing misleading or false information, you should be more skeptical. Examine the headline. Headlines are often designed to grab your attention. Sometimes they're written in a way that exaggerates or distorts the truth. If the headline sounds too shocking or outrageous, it might be a sign that the article is fake. A real headline tends to focus on facts, not emotions. Look for evidence. A reliable news story will usually have quotes from experts or official sources. It might also include links to other articles, studies, or data to support its claims. Fake news often lacks solid evidence, or it might refer to vague or non-existent sources. Cross-check the story. If the story is real, other trustworthy news outlets are probably reporting it too. If you can't find the same story on more reliable websites, that's a red flag. Consider the author and date. Is the author someone you've heard of before? Do they work for a known news organization? Is the article very old, but it's being shared as if it's breaking news? These are all clues that help you evaluate whether the information is trustworthy. Watch out for bias and emotional manipulation. Fake news is often designed to make you feel a strong emotion, like anger, fear, or excitement. If the article seems more focused on getting you to react emotionally than on giving you information, it might be fake. Now that we have these strategies in mind, let's put them to the test. Today we're going to apply what we've learned by reading 3 different articles. Spoiler alert, they all contain fake news. Your job is to evaluate the articles and find the red flags that reveal the fake news. Here's what we're going to do. Choose one of the 3 articles to evaluate. Read the article carefully, and as you do, keep the strategies we just discussed in mind. You'll be given a checklist to guide your thinking as you evaluate the article. Check off the items as you go, and make notes about what makes the article seem trustworthy or suspicious. Identify what's convincing. Think about what makes the article feel believable. Is it the way they mention an expert? Is it because the headline grabs your attention? What makes it seem like it might be true? Spot the red flags. Then, try to find what reveals the article is fake. Are there no real sources? Is the claim way too extreme to believe? Are there any clues that show the article isn't reliable, like vague information, no credible links, or an exaggerated headline? Once you've completed the checklist for your chosen article, you and your classmates will get together to talk about what you discovered. What made the fake news article seem convincing? How did it try to trick you into believing it? Was it the headline, the way they talked about experts, or leaked information? What were the red flags that gave away the fake news? What clues helped you realize the article wasn't trustworthy? Did it lack evidence? Was it overly exaggerated or emotional? Could you not find the story on any other reliable sites? By the end of this activity, you'll not only be able to spot fake news more easily, but you'll also be more confident about checking sources, examining evidence, and making sure the information you use and share is reliable. Fake news spreads fast, especially online. When we see an outrageous headline or a shocking story, we might be tempted to believe it or share it with others without thinking twice. But spreading fake news can have serious consequences. It can misinform people, create unnecessary panic, or even damage someone's reputation. That's why it's so important to take the time to evaluate the news we come across. By using strategies like checking the source, looking for evidence, and cross-referencing with other outlets, we can make sure that we're getting the facts. Becoming a smart, responsible newsreader is one of the most important skills in today's digital world. Let's make sure that we're not just readers of information, but evaluators of truth.
Alright, so what we learned from that video?
There's a bunch of ways to spot fake news.
People do it for different reasons.
People do different reasons, a bunch of ways to spot news, fake news. How do we make it where if it's fake, how do we realize it's not fake?
Oh, yeah.
What's some things you can do to
Cross-checking, checking the authors and seeing if they're known, and looking for like evidence source.
look for evidence sources?
Yeah, see if it's a trusted reporter or writer.
Have we ran into anything lately that was false, that you knew was false when you were reading it?
Nothing that I've read, no.
You can read a lot of, like, nothing specific, but I know they have a law on like wars or stuff, like especially like there's a lot of biased information.
The war going on across the country. Like if you saw a title that says China's about to nuke the U.S., would you believe it?
I've been getting like a bunch of videos saying like, it's like for the past years they've been saying like, oh, we're gonna go into World War III.
Oh yeah. But like, is it true or could it really happen? Is it false? Like,
I mean, it could have, but it hasn't happened.
it hasn't happened. Have y'all, I watched a movie recently called, what was it called? I can't remember the name of it. But it was literally about somebody launching a nuclear bomb to the U.S. Have no clue where it came from because they missed the window of the satellite where they could see where it came from, and it was gonna land and hit Chicago. That's a really good movie. Alright, so the next one, let's see. Alright, so recently, have y'all seen this one?
No.
This happened like last week. Somebody was spreading false news about Jackie Chan passing.
Not Jackie Chan.
Yeah, that's what I said because somebody told me 2 days ago and I was like, no way Jackie Chan is dead. So I looked it up on multiple places to make sure that it wasn't fake, and of course it was fake. He hadn't passed away yet. I was like, oh God, thank the Lord. He's one of my favorites. Rush Hour 2 is like my favorite movie in the whole world. You haven't seen it yet, you need to watch it.
It's a good movie.
You haven't seen it, really?
Which one?
Rush Hour?
Rush Hour is hilarious.
There's 3 of
It's
them.
got Chris Tucker and
Yes.
Jackie Chan.
Oh,
If
I'm
you
not
heard-
into Jackie Chan like that.
You know, like Jackie Chan?
Those movies
But
are
it's like-
hilarious.
It's more like, I guess, comedy, I guess. It's not really, they got some action in it, but not a lot.
It's mostly just a comedy.
Yeah. So when somebody told me this, I was like, you're lying to me.
Yeah, someone did something similar to me one time with Grant Gustin, because I'm a really, really big fan of the Flash TV show, and this was like a couple years ago. They showed me an article of saying Grant Gustin was dead, and I was like, I don't believe you.
Well, then it was like when Paul Walker
Yeah.
died.
Oh my God.
I didn't believe that either.
I
I was
thought
like,
that was fake.
y'all are full of it. Y'all are lying. There's no way he's dead.
I was heartbroken. That was
Oh,
targeted
that was-
towards me. They targeted that.
was the worst moment of my life. I was like, no way. Come on, man. And then, of course, it was real. I was like, what a good life gone too soon.
Oh, never mind. I'll bring it up later.
I'm not gonna lie, I cried in the movie. The 7th one. Oh man, I think the whole movie theater was crying. Because I think you had the end where they parted ways. It was horrible. Yep, what happened to the quiz? What's the article? What's the article? So this article gonna tell you. So after somebody told me, I went through and researched my way and see if it was real or not. And the article did say he passed away. Did he pass away? And now he's still alive and well, holding a teddy bear. And it says right here that Jackie Chan rumors heartily since 2015. He's 31 years old. It was a hoax. That wasn't real, thank the Lord. But then I was like, when is, what's his name? Paul, not what, what's the old guy's name? Shoot. Western movies. Nobody knows Western movies?
I know Western movies, but I don't know what you're talking about.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Clint
Oh,
Eastwood.
the good. Oh yeah.
Clint
yeah,
Eastwood,
yeah.
Like,
okay.
I was
I've
like,
seen that
when is he gonna, like, he's like 95 years
What
old.
in the world?
Like, he's 95 years old. I'm like, when is first fake news about him? Like, it's way past this time.
Okay.
Like 95, he's still doing movies, which is like crazy.
Yeah, the same thing happened to Willie Nelson with Jackie Chan. They kept saying that Willie Nelson died. He didn't.
He didn't die. I don't know why there's a thing right here. Oh, maybe y'all see it. Y'all see the Y'all see the quiz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says that you have to start it.
When did I start it? Let's see, when it starts.
Ready for your teacher. Ready, set.
It just says
Maybe you have to press the.
maybe.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
There.
Yeah. So number one, what is the primary definition of fake news according to the video? Any news stories are critical to the government. News stories are difficult to understand. Articles with very long and detailed content, or articles and stories that present fake information as if it was real.
The last one.
I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone. Alright. Question number 2. Why is it important to spot fake news? It helps in promoting government propaganda. It is entertaining and fun to read. Would you agree?
No.
Sometimes a little
Sometimes
entertaining,
like
yeah.
satire.
Depends on what it is. It has no impact on public opinion. Or it can lead to misinformation and misunderstanding. Definitely that one. Definitely the last one. Alright. How can individuals verify the authenticity of news stories? The authenticity. By believing everything everyone shares about friends and social media. You can't believe anything that's on social media anymore. By checking the sources and cross-referencing
Yes.
the outlets. Yeah. By ignoring news that seems suspicious.
No.
Or by only reading headlines without further investigation.
No.
I think it's reading the headlines.
I don't think that's true.
You don't think it's reading headlines and saying that? And then spreading it everywhere?
No. Not that I do that, but.
Put a headline out there that says, she dropped down to number 3 in class.
Okay, I think
Rank.
that's enough.
Would you
Not too
believe
much
it? If I put something on social media?
No.
Maybe not
She
immediately.
dropped down to 3.
Not immediately.
I would.
Things I what?
You sit in your lounge chair over there.
And I do that work?
Act like you're working. So which one was it? Number B?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Checking for multiple outlets. What is one common tactic used in fake news articles? Citing multiple available resources, using sensational headlines to grab your attention, focusing on factual reports without bias, providing details and well-researched information. Question was most common used trick. Get your attention for everything. What should you do if you encounter news stories that seem suspicious? Ignore it and completely without any thought. Assume it is true because it's popular. Investigate the story further before believing it, or share it immediately without checking.
See.
Share it.
See.
Assume it's true.
Yeah, see.
I can't hear you.
See.
See is the answer. You're gonna investigate your stories before you believe it, which is pretty much with everything. Alright, so what does digital integrity mean to you? Post one idea, for example, that shows what it means to act with integrity online. What do you think digital integrity means to you? What's up? Huh? Oh, you need my password? It wouldn't. I did for her. Fucking ask her every time. What does digital integrity mean? You're doing all the wrong things and liking it. Making sure information is true before sharing it. Integrity online means to be honest about being respectful towards others. You're wrong.
Okay,
Disappointing.
I learned from you.
And Angel says integrity means to be truthful when online, giving proper credit when sharing content online. All good ideas. Good job, guys. So ethics and digital behavior. Digital integrity means being honest, being respectful, and being responsible as much as you can online. Examples is crediting sources properly. So when you use an image or some sort, make sure you credit who it belongs to. Not sharing false or hurtful information. So like I would not post something about her dropping her down to 3. That's wrong. I don't hurt her feelings. Respecting privacy and copyright, and avoiding pedophilia and using AI misuse. How can you use AI misuse?
Literally all over TikTok.
Fake videos.
Fake videos.
Yeah.
How
Oh my
can you-
god,
Those
have you
videos
seen the
are bad.
deep fakes? It's insane.
So bad.
It's insane.
There are so
Kinda
many
scary.
hilarious
It's-
AI
it's so
videos out
scary.
there.
Like it's like the stuff that you see that's fake is looks like it's so real. That's how
It looks
it's
so
gonna
real.
be. I say 3 or 4 years from now, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference.
I already
Literally.
kind of can't tell the difference.
Exactly. Up until like last year, I could tell the differences of this, but now it's like
Mhm.
you really have to look
Yeah.
into it to realize. And
Unless
it's so
I see
scary.
that SOAR AI thing at the top, I'm like, I can't
Yeah.
tell anymore.
Like I saw a video the other day with it was a neighborhood, and all of a sudden a giraffe was walking down the street. I was like, this cannot be real. Of course it was fake, but it looked so real. And it came through and passed by the people walking by, and went in there and ate some leaves off the trees. I'm like, how can you tell it's fake?
Yeah.
Exactly. And they do it for like politicians and stuff, and it's so scary.
Okay, I don't know if this is kind of not off topic, but hasn't Donald Trump been posting like AI videos?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Has
has.
he?
He has. I've seen that.
Yeah, I saw an AI video just randomly the other day. At least I think it was an AI. I'm not entirely sure still. of a bear just sitting in a hot tub in someone's yard.
I'm pretty sure that I don't think bears sit in hot tubs.
They might.
They might, but I think warm blooded anyway. They're probably be too hot for them.
Oh, you're right.
It's a little chilly out.
So your digital footprint at work. How does your digital footprint work? We're gonna watch this quick video, and then we're gonna show an example of who looks for your digital
A man who
footprint.
works hard sweats hard.
Old Spice Swagger fight sweat. So coach thought I was.
Hi guys, I'm Willow B, a YouTuber and online safety campaigner, and you're watching the Live My Digital video series. Today's topic is the digital footprint. I'm here at Google, one of the most exciting tech companies in the world, and I can't think of anywhere more perfect to shoot the video for today's topic.
Do we know what digital footprint is?
It's just the marks you leave on the internet from like social media and stuff like that.
That's because this video is all about having awareness of your reputation and thinking of cool things you can do online to get yourself noticed so that one day you can land yourself a cool job at somewhere like Google. This video gives you insights into how digital footprints are formed, why it's important to be aware of them, how you can manage your digital footprint, and ways to make it work to your advantage. I think of social media like a digital diary. I have memories of all the things I've done, the places I've been to, and the people I've met along the way. Every now and then, I'll scroll back through my pictures, going all the way back to school, and find myself smiling or cringing at the things I've done. As cool as it is to have all of these memories at the click of a button, it's also important to be aware that whenever these pictures, videos, comments get posted online, we're creating our digital footprint. And if that stuff is embarrassing or inappropriate, it may be visible for the whole world to see. A digital footprint is the trail of digital information we leave behind us when we do anything online. When we share, search, join groups or buy things, all of this information is stored somewhere. Sometimes we know about it, and sometimes we really don't. Research shows that 48% of employers will use search engines to research you before considering you for a position. And if you decide to apply...
What do you think about that?
Like background check or like just
No,
social
like
media?
literally, like searching the web and looking for anything and everything of you to see if you're worthy of being hired, or anything.
I've looked up myself a couple of times.
Have you
There's
looked
too
up
many.
yourself before?
There's too many Daniel Beverleys out
Yeah.
there. Shoot, I got
Maybe.
2 more of them in my family. I'm not worried about them finding out anything about me.
So you're the third?
Yeah.
Unless you have a unique name. I searched up my sister and AI gives you an overview on her.
Does it?
It's insane.
Dude, I can try it.
And that's what the employee is pretty much probably gonna be doing too. They have one person I'm sure that they hire to look up everybody's backgrounds and make sure what are they credible, are they good, are they not doing stuff stupid? You don't want somebody, you don't hire somebody and then be bad for the company picture wise, you know?
See, this AI overview, it's insane. Her education, her experience, who she is, everything, her job.
Her education, wow,
It's
that's
insane.
that's pretty crazy.
Shoot, I even tried searching up my full name.
Education, career, experience, it's insane.
That's real scary actually.
Yeah,
For
no.
high school,
All they gonna give you is her
Actually,
address, huh?
Like, yeah.
I'm just saying, no.
Legit, I'm not
probably,
worried
not
about
her
it.
If
address,
you
but
look for it hard
I'm
enough.
sure it's easy to find people's addresses.
Yeah,
It's very
kinda
easy.
creepy.
Don't ask me why.
Universities
look up the
further
phone
down the
number?
line.
Yeah.
Many of them will also research your digital footprint as part of the application process. In these situations, having a good digital footprint can massively work in your favour. What do you want people to discover when they search you? We're already seeing 6-second CVs on Vine, portfolios beautifully displayed on Pinterest, creative CVs developed by Snapchat stories, and people
How
showcasing
old
their
is this
hobbies
video?
and interests, like
old.
fashion
Yeah,
and
it's about
photography, through
Vine,
their blogs and YouTube
using the
channels like
old
mine. The things we
Instagram
post today
logo.
can be important years down the line. When content that reflects you in a negative light is easily visible in
Really?
search, Your online reputation is at risk.
I think more like
Here's what a
2015,
group of students
2014.
I spoke to had to say on the matter.
Because you can't like control what other people are doing, and if they're like tagging you, it seems a bit like you're overreacting if you're telling them to like take it down and stuff.
It's not like every single picture you post goes up on Google Images, so when you post something you think it probably won't go up, but like it can, because some do.
Don't post anything that you like wouldn't want everybody to see, because if you post something and think, oh, I really wouldn't want like my teacher or my mum to see that, like the chances are it's like the wrong thing to be posting.
And you try to post something or like write a Twitter status or anything, just be mindful of who's watching and who can find out.
So what can you do to clean up or protect your digital footprint? Here are a few tips I have to help you keep on top of things. Having a good play around with the security settings on your social media accounts is key. Make sure they're set to a standard you're happy with, so that only the people who you want to see your business can see your business. If you've posted something in the past that you're not happy with or think it's a bit inappropriate, delete it. This will make it less visible. If someone else has posted a piece of content that you're not happy with and you've been tagged, you usually have the option to untag yourself. You can also report it to the networks themselves if you want it pulled down. Remember to delete or deactivate any old unwanted accounts that you don't use anymore. And I'd also recommend regularly logging out of all of your online profiles, including your social media accounts, and searching for yourself using popular search engines like Google. I hope you found this advice useful. Technology is amazing and we all have the right to use it safely and responsibly. We've got loads of other similar videos you can click on to find out more about how to be safe online. Do check them out.
Alright, so what do y'all think about that?
I think it's scary because once something's online,
It's never gone.
Yeah. And it's hard to get rid of. That's why you also gotta watch out, like you said, when you get tagged. If your friend tags you in a picture that they took, it can affect you in other ways too, because you might not post it, but they posted it, tagged you, and guess what, now whoever's looking to hire you or whatever is seeing that too because you're being tagged.
and there's also that like because AI uses those images to like learn and like machine learning.
Yeah.
It's like when they're looking at the stuff online, they could like use your face or something for like a
Correct.
fake.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I'm not really worried about it all that much though. My name is much too common. I don't use social media enough to have to.
You think that, but
I just searched up my name. I found like 70 other
see, that's me. Like I searched up my name for school. It was like a assignment that we had to do for one of my classes, and there's so many John Van Gills out there. I didn't know there were so many of them, but of course, I don't have any. I don't have any platforms. The only platform I have is Facebook. I don't have Twitter.
I let you know I searched your name up and I immediately found Facebook.
But I don't have Instagram. I don't have Snapchat. I don't have any of that stuff.
I have an Instagram, but I hardly ever post on it. I think like the last picture of me that I have on there at all was from like 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know.
So I'm gonna share this one with you here, an example of what happens if you don't take care of, if you don't watch what you're posting. This was a pretty interesting thing about
Harvard University rescinding acceptance for 10 incoming students after they reportedly posted offensive messages on social media. ABC's Adrian Bankert is outside the campus there in Cambridge, Massachusetts with the latest. Good morning, Adrian.
Good morning to you, Amy. Yes, 10 of about 2,000 elite students who fulfilled their dreams of being admitted to Harvard are now being told their futures at the school are over before even starting.
Can you imagine that?
Harvard is renowned for accepting only the best and brightest. But this morning, the dark side of an online student chat room started by some incoming freshmen has caused administrators to revoke their admissions. The university's own paper, the Harvard Crimson, reports that a group of 10 students accepted to the class of 2021 and meeting on the college's official Facebook page created an alternative page full of memes containing provocative and derogatory images and captions. The content too offensive to show, with R-rated memes poking fun at topics like the Holocaust, sexual assault, and targeting ethnic groups. One allegedly calling the fictional hanging of a Mexican child pinata time. The Crimson
That is
reporting that
crazy
incoming
word.
students who
Like,
wanted
why
to
would you do
join
that in
the
the first
R-rated
place? Like-
chat had to first post something offensive in another group dedicated to mostly lighthearted memes. Wyatt Hurd is one of the school's newly admitted freshmen.
I haven't heard really any dissent on people saying that this was the wrong thing to do. It's definitely reassuring that as Harvard, as a society, we still stand by the moral values that we were built on.
Harvard admissions even posting on the class of 2021's Facebook group description that they have the right to withdraw an offer of admission if an admitted student engages in behavior that brings into question his or her honesty, maturity, or moral character.
Now, we do have to tell you that many here, including students at Harvard, support the school's decision to revoke those admissions. But some proponents of free speech are criticizing the school for punishing those on the chat room who posted what they did on their own time. Amy?
All right, Adrian, thank you. And let's bring in ABC News senior legal correspondent Sunny Hostin. And Sunny, no question, Harvard has the right.
That's not free speech.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not free speech at all. Like, you're about to go into the most esteemed college ever, and you're posting
It's like common
stupid
sense
stuff.
and like
I know they're probably, at the time they're probably not thinking anything of it, but now look what happened
But I
to
mean,
you.
I feel like in a way it was a good thing that they posted it because it showed who they were, and I don't think Harvard wants someone like that on their
Exactly.
campus.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought those were pretty interesting stories. Alright, so the quick activity, we're gonna match examples with the ethical status. So is it ethical or unethical copying a friend's essay?
Unethical.
So is it okay for me to copy your essay?
No.
I can't write though.
Well, you gotta figure it out.
Exactly.
What if I use AI?
Ask for help. I feel like AI is weird. I feel like AI is I feel like you should be allowed to use AI to a certain extent. Like it shouldn't write your whole essay for you, but like maybe you could have it like, I don't know.
SI to brainstorm.
Yeah, use it to brainstorm, or maybe like use it
it's
to
a
like help
tool,
you
exactly.
revise. Like don't use it to give you all the answers, but tell you what's wrong and then have you figure it out on your own.
Yeah, like there's like academic AIs that we use in history class, and like literally the teacher tells the AI what to help us with, and we're supposed to talk with it and give us like sentence stems and ideas, and it talks us through building it. So I guess in that way it's good.
If you use it as a tool or not just using it to do everything for you, then I think it's credible, it's fine.
So yeah, as AI, I feel like AI is like, it depends.
they should just have more
It can be
control
unethical.
over it.
But then you also should be, if you use AI, you should also
Say that you're using it.
state, cite it that you use AI as part of it. So citing a source correctly.
Ethical.
Ethical, right?
I'm actually trying to figure out how to do that right now for my essay.
What about using AI to create an image?
It's ethical.
Yeah. I mean, well, it depends on the image, but
Well,
Yeah.
true. Very true. Sharing a fake news post.
unethical.
Reporting a scam.
Ethical.
Having AI write a college essay.
Unethical.
That just
Very
sounds lazy.
unethical.
What would you do if you saw a classmate share false information online?
I would tell the classmate that it's false information, and if they continue to do it, then that's their decision.
That's it.
Yeah.
For me, I'm like
I have no responsibility towards them for what they do.
I'm like a realist, so for me it kind of always, whenever I answer a question, my first thing always I say is it depends. It's always like it relies on the situation.
Depends on what kind of information.
Yeah, or like what
is it a
who
joke?
they're sharing it to, or
But
what they're sharing. Yeah,
what you might think is a joke might not. She
Like-
might not think it's a joke.
like the thing I told you about earlier, the Grant Gustin one. My friend literally only did that just to me, just because he knew I like Grant Gustin a whole lot, and then immediately told me right after that it was fake. But like, it's like I'm fine with that. It was funny.
Yeah.
But like, if he's like going around telling people like crazy things, I'm like, you probably shouldn't do that. Like, you should probably take that down actually. Or I would say that it was fake in like comments or whatever. I don't know. Yeah. It's always, it just depends for me.
So it's okay. What do you think?
Honestly, the same thing as him.
So, posting something about her.
Hey, don't do that. That's evil.
She's using AI to write all of her essays.
That's so nice. Report you. Alright, so images found, and you found a photo online that fits perfectly for your project, but you don't know who owns it. What should you do?
Freedom.
It's not freedom, man. If you find an image you like, doesn't mean it's free to use.
Google search it and then see what source it was on.
Post it without credits.
Yeah, if it's.
You find out who it belongs to.
If it's copyright free, it's.
But how do you know it's copyright free?
Yeah, figure it out, and then once you figure it out, it's free.
Not everything on Google's copyright free.
Yeah, no, but you can. There's like ways to like specifically find ones that are copyright free.
Yeah, those websites are specifically for.
Or you tell AI to make it for you, and then you can use that.
You could get the same image, post it up, upload an AI, and say create an image like this, but change it.
Copilot.
Real.
You're gonna find the source before you use it. You're gonna use the copyright free image, like we talked about.
Yeah.
We discussed this as a group already. Alright. Building trust online. Share one way you think people can build trust and show integrity when they communicate or share information online.
Oh, really? You know, hold on, I'm one up you.
Okay, wait, let me think about it.
So how would you show integrity or build trust?
I would just say the same thing.
It's okay, then I hate it. Include sources and evidence.
If you're a continuous source of true information, then it's less likely that you're sharing misinformation.
Yeah. And maybe your friends will follow.
Yeah.
If you do the right thing.
Oh, I actually have another way.
You have another one to
Yeah,
share?
hold on. How do I word this though? How do I word this?
Call out misinformation? How you gonna call it out?
Put facts that go completely against the information they're showing. Credible facts.
So you're gonna prove that it's fake?
Yeah.
By showing them it's real?
Yeah.
This is real, this is not real. Anything else we can think of?
With your
when you get old, you start popping. Alright, so I'm gonna share with y'all real quick how I decided. Let's see exactly. I can't tell you when that picture was taken.
2013, apparently.
Oh, okay. Let's see. There you
Oh
go.
my God.
That was my second. No, we were married yet. No, we're not married yet. Got married at 15. So how old was I? See, 13.
That was
13 in that picture?
That was 12 years ago. 12 years ago.
32? 31? Yeah.
Or 43.
No, it couldn't be. No. I'm 43.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's
31.
right.
So you must have either taken that picture and then posted it later, or
Probably not. Alright, so I'm gonna discuss how we purchase books, decisions on how we purchase books in the library. So book decisions are made for purchasing programs and scheduling collaboration are based on multiple information sources. We collect circulation data. We take student and teacher requests. Can you speak right now? Combine these with will help us inform decisions on what to buy for the library, book-wise or resource-wise. So, like an example would be, like we noticed a decline in fiction circulation over the past year, but influx circulation in manga, which I think everybody reads now. Not everybody.
Well, there's a couple of.
No,
Some people.
I don't read manga.
So from that data provided, we started purchasing more manga for the library and less fiction. I still buy fiction, but I buy more.
Oh, I think you dropped it.
Just a little bit.
Something
You
fell.
think I dropped it?
Yeah.
So like when I started working here, there's probably like maybe half of this collection was here.
Yeah, oh absolutely. It was like almost no manga there.
When I got here, I started buying.
Yeah, a lot of this is new.
And you can see hers is
Massive.
ridiculous over there.
Why is there so much manga?
Because people love manga.
Why?
That's what people read now.
Yeah, I have 4 of them in my bag right now.
Short, quick.
I've already read.
Catches your attention.
I've read. How many have I read? I've read 28 manga so far this year.
So this little this chart
I don't
right
even know
here
what to say.
shows you what's being checked out right
Graphic novels, nonfiction,
Graphic
realistic
novels
fiction,
we're
horror,
almost 800
fantasy,
checked out for
romance,
this year,
mysteries.
this year so far.
This year? The school year?
Yeah, school year.
We're not even done with first semester yet.
This is the school year. So you're looking at almost 800.
So you're talking about the ones I read at home.
Nonfiction is kind of.
I'm surprised nonfiction has as many as it does. I thought that'd be like at the bottom, to be honest.
I think it's because the high interest fictions or non-fictions, and then people doing projects and research.
I guess that kind of makes sense. But although to be honest, I'd expect more people to use like online things for projects and research and stuff like that.
They do, but sometimes teacher requires you to have one physical book.
Yeah, to be honest, this year I think the reason why nonfiction has as many as it does is just because of Avid. Kids will come in here and they have to grab a book, so they just grab a book.
Well, fiction is probably more than nonfiction if you add them all together.
Oh, absolutely.
But so as a chart, you look.
That's only for Big Ike?
It's for both.
Yeah, I'm guessing like the graphic novels is like 95% Little Ike.
Which is why we lean more towards purchasing. So I also have this.
When are you getting them? Will I even be able to read them by the time they get here?
Oh, I have a book y'all should get.
Requesting a book or resource. If you have a title, a series, or tool that you'd like to see in the library, we're looking for new books, digital sources, and materials to help y'all in the library. There's a QR code. Change what's that.
Should get the Art of War.
There's something else, but I can't kill it. I don't know why it's not on there. How do you make this big screen?
No, on the. Go press the button on the right. Right next to where you're pressing.
That? Oh, it's not there. Maybe I didn't save it. I thought I did. Not having it. Anyway, I had a link to the.
Press F11.
To the thing. The link to this form that you be scanning.
Oh, we can just scan right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you. I guess I can still show you.
Oh, where'd it go? The QR code disappeared.
Sorry, I don't know, it disappeared.
So when are you getting the book? Because honestly, I think all the
with the SB 13 stuff that was passed, every book that we're purchased for the library
has to go through a little.
Sit on the website for 30 days. So parents can
I don't think literally anyone in our
disagree or
district
not
will care about
disagree
that.
on the books we're buying. And then after 30 days, they take it down. And then it goes to the board. So the next board meeting after that to get approved. And then we get to purchase them. So it's like a
Insanity.
It's like a 2-month period.
It's so unnecessary.
It is. But so here's the form. Ask you if you're a staff member or student, your last name, first name, your ID number, what grade you are, the title of the book to be purchased, the author, or if you want some resources that maybe you would like to have here. That's somebody, I don't know who responded.
You should get every single book.
Who responded?
I don't know.
Probably
Who is
you.
it?
Probably you. Yep. Probably
It's
you.
just, it's nobody.
Oh, okay.
Nobody important.
Okay.
So
You should get
so
every
once
single book
you
environmental
request it, then
engineering.
we go through we go through and see if it's proper for the school to have, and then of course it takes 3 months for it to get here.
You should get every single book Riordan has ever wrote.
I think so.
Yeah, they're all really good. I've already seen like several other students actually reading some of his books already.
I think I purchased the ones that was Lightning Thief, the ones I was missing.
No, yeah.
All right, so reflection. How can practicing digital integrity make you a better student in digital citizenship?
Practice makes perfect. You just doing it will reinforce it.
It makes you more aware of like other people and how that information could affect them.
Thank you.
Why do I have to reset?
It allows you to, I guess, kind of correct other people when you see them not practicing good digital integrity.
Not doing the right thing, or maybe being a good friend and say, hey, you shouldn't post that.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not good for online.
Yeah, exactly like that.
So your exit ticket, real quick. Which of the following actions shows in digital integrity?
Respecting copyright.
Respecting copyright, sharing gossip,
No.
copying text.
No.
So sharing gossip.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Respecting copyright. Sorry. What's the first thing you do if you doubt the source online?
Share it anyway.
That's right.
Your opinion.
Just send it off. Check for author credibility.
Oh, well, I do the bottom too.
You add your opinion.
I add my opinion. It's everything I read.
Everything, no matter what.
No matter what, I read everything.
Oh, it's false. I don't care.
No.
It's true.
I don't know.
Do you when somebody posts something, do you comment?
No, I
on
don't.
everything?
I don't have a digital footprint.
No.
I don't
At
know. I
all?
don't comment like nobody's stuff.
No.
You don't like anything? You don't like?
She has a hole she crawls back into when she goes home.
What?
A hole you crawl back into
No.
under the rock.
I'm only in public for school. Well, people I don't like for school.
True or false? If something is online, is on the internet, it's free to use.
False. Very false.
Should be
Very,
true.
very false.
It should be true.
Yeah, because I need to write all those research papers, and then I have to pay for like stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you post it online, it's meant to be used.
Yeah. It should
Right?
be.
That's how I see it. If you don't want nobody to use it, then don't post it online, right?
Yeah, like.
So thank y'all. Thank you for learning about digital integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing whenever no one else is watching, even online.
Did you add the even online part? Because I've never heard that part.
No?
Oh.
Thank y'all very much.